I have a customer that sent me this sample of lettuce seed. You can see it has a mixture of dark brown lettuce seed as well as the lighter brown lettuce seed. We are not going to be separating that. He's after the larger sticks and the smaller chaff in this sample. The customer needs it as clean as possible so that he can send it off for processing and have it pelletized. I started with the 2-screen suggestion chart to figure out which screens to test with first. This chart can be found on our website at commoditytraders.biz. Looking here, you can see to the left column is your scalp screens. That means these screens are what is used when the seed is falling through the screen. The column to the right is for sift screens. So these would be what the lettuce would be staying on top of. You can see we have a large assortment of hand test screens of many different sizes. This is what I use to test with various seed commodities before I would pull screens for the smaller Clipper office tester. It's a lot easier to use hand test screens and test with those before you go setting up the cleaner. Going off of the chart, I have picked out these 2 hand test screens to test with. We have a 4x18 and a 4x20, which is what was recommended on the 2-screen suggestion chart. With wire mesh screens, when you read the sizes, 4x18 is larger than a 4x20. What this means is that you have 4 rectangles per inch going in this direction. You have 18 rectangles per inch going in this direction. And so a 4x20 is smaller because it has more rectangles per inch going in this direction. We will go ahead and shake these and show the results. That was the 4x20. Here's the 4x18. So looking at this is what stayed on top of the 4x18. See, there's some sticks there. And here is what stayed on top of the 4x20. We have a few sticks, but also a few larger pieces of lettuce seed that has stayed on top. We could use either or of these. So here we are showing the sift screens as per the 2-screen suggestion chart. A 22x22 and a size 24x24. The 22x22 is larger than the 24x24 because, again, there is less squares per inch going in both directions on this screen. There is more squares per inch going in both directions on this hand test screen, which makes it smaller. Okay, this is showing the results of the 22x22 wire mesh and the 24x24 wire mesh. These are the sift screens. You can see that what the 22x22 took out. Over here is the 24x24. So now that we know what screens we want to use, we will be running this sample over the Clipper office tester. I have it all set up already. I have a 4x18 wire mesh in the top screen for scalping, and then in the bottom screen I have the 22x22 wire mesh for our sift screen. I have the wind speed set in the middle on our step pulleys, and I have these shutters closed down to about a 2-inch in diameter hole. The newer Clipper office testers have a metal slide that works just as well. It's just this is a little bit of an older model with the iris. Okay, so I have the office tester running. I had to run a few small handfuls through to get the air adjusted right. I actually ended up needing to add just a little bit more air. You can check your air by checking this little pan that pulls out here. This is also on the new office testers. You want a few good seeds in this little pan, and then you know you're blowing out as much of the chaff and the trash that you can. There will also be some blowing up into this back air catch-all. This is an option that you can purchase with the new cleaners. I would highly recommend it because it catches all that lightweight, really fluffy trash that gets blown right out of the back here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run the lettuce through the cleaner. Over here you can see this is what's falling through the sift screen. Again, I have the 22 by 22 in. So it's being blown out the back of the cleaner. This is your heavy air chamber, which you have a few good seeds in, that's what you want. And then below, you have the clean seed. I did take a minute to switch the top screen and the bottom screen. I wanted to just try a couple different sizes. So I have the 24 by 24 in the bottom screen and a 4 by 22 in the top screen. I just wanted to try that. This smaller screen in the top is helping me scalp out some of these larger round weed seeds. Here we are showing the results of the lettuce seed test. We have the lightweight particles that the fan blew out and it got caught here in the catch-all. You can see there was quite a bit of those at the end of the test. Here is your heavy air settling chamber. This will have some good seed in it. If you wanted to go back and reclaim that, you could do that at a later time. I'm going to go ahead and bag it up and send it to the customer. This is the scalping, what came off of the top screen. These are the scalpings. Have some small round weed seeds in there. And then over here is the siftings. This is what fell through the bottom screen. So this is your smaller lettuce seed and your really heavy chaff and dust. And then over here you have your nice clean sample. I will bag this all up, send it to the customer, and we will get his take on how well the cleaner did. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching.